Together with the U.S. Army, we are striking the sites of ballistic missiles that threaten both Israel and U.S. forces. This operation will continue for as long as required. Over the course of 47 years, the regime in Iran has brought death to Israel and death to America. It has ravaged the citizens of its own land, destroyed the morale of the people of the region, and spread a widespread terrorist network around the world. It has invested enormous resources to develop atomic bombs and tens of thousands of missiles, which it has openly declared are intended to wipe Israel off the map. It has also ignited and fueled the terrorist networks around us in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, and Judea and Samaria. It has shed our blood. But some still needed additional proof of the murderous nature of the Ayatollah regime. They received it last month. We all saw how this terrifying regime in Tehran carried out unprecedented massacres against its own citizens. It killed thousands of children, adults, and the elderly. Tens of thousands were imprisoned, tortured, and humiliated. Only because they asked for a life of freedom and honor. During the War of Independence and Operation Rising Lion, our heroic soldiers crushed the regime of the Ayatollahs and their messengers. But the life of the wounded terrorist regime did not diminish its attempts to recover. We have the same goal, to destroy them. In recent months, the Iranian regime has been eager to rebuild its nuclear and missile capabilities, hiding them underground where we cannot harm them. If we do not stop them now, they will succeed. For this reason, their representatives in the negotiations are trying to buy time through cold and false talks with our American friends. But the Iranian regime made a terrible mistake. The U.S. did not buy their lies. And we will not sit idly by while the shadow of destruction spreads over us. For this reason, at this time, we have launched Operation Roaring Lion, a much more powerful operation than Operation Rising Lion, which was already very powerful. We are doing this with full coordination with our friends in the U.S., under the brave leadership of President Trump. Together with the U.S., we will wipe out the terrorist regime. We will create conditions that will allow the brave Iranian people to break free from this murderous regime. During Operation Rising Lion, I was asked many times if the destruction of the regime was the objective of the operation, in addition to delaying the nuclear and missile threat. I answered that it was not the objective, but it could definitely be the outcome. And indeed, this is exactly what began to happen when millions of Iranians took to the streets. And now, we will give them the opportunity to hold their fate in their own hands.
We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.